Damn. And then also, do you remember what it was like? So first you were just uploading shit to SoundCloud, hella easy, simple, and then all of a sudden, because now you got your shit on iTunes and everything. So do you remember what that transformation was like?
Yeah, that was just once again. I think Marty put me on with the steps to go that route.
Oh, okay.
With signing up to having a company kind of distribute your music. You know, it's not like a distribution deal or nothing like that, but you're using their platform to put your music on iTunes, Spotify, even YouTube, like the YouTube artist YouTube, you know what I mean, all that. Mm-hmm. And that was cool. That was a big step because what's funny is at that time, especially, I think I was just, first one I did, I was like 19 or something. Mm-hmm. Everybody around us, it was all SoundCloud or YouTube, a music video on YouTube, a song on SoundCloud, right? So to see a couple people start putting their stuff on iTunes, it was kind of like people were like, oh, they're more serious. You know what I mean? They had to take a couple extra steps. It didn't actually mean we were more serious. We just learned that these were the websites you could use to get it more out there, and plus it just opened up how many people would listen to it, right? Because some people didn't fuck with SoundCloud back then. Now SoundCloud's hella huge, right? Yeah. But a lot of my boys didn't even have SoundCloud, so I got to put out something that, you know, the people around you could at least listen to, and they was on iTunes, Apple Music, all that.
Damn, okay. Also, have you done any shows yet? Or not yet?
Man, you know, I haven't done any shows. We did one it's probably 3-4 years ago too, in Martinez at the Veterans Hall. But that was kind of just, it was like the group of people that were rapping around me at that time, and they were from Martinez, I was from Rodale. They got some people, I think, from Berkeley, and couple people from around. It was kind of just, it wasn't like a show, it was like something that we put on ourselves, you know what I mean? Yeah. Just to kind of get us in front of people. And it was fun, but we were young. It wasn't, you know, I didn't have the songs. I didn't have the material I got now, you know what I mean? Yeah, definitely. These songs that I can perform now are way better than them, you know what I mean?
Damn. Would you be down, like, if there was some underground little festival with hella underground artists, like your size?
Yeah, I for sure would be down. You know, it's kind of funny, man. It's kind of like the same thing I said with the music videos at first, and this kind of goes against probably what every artist feels. You know, I don't know. I'd be different in my own way sometimes, but it's like I feel so in love with just the process of making music, like sitting there challenging myself to come up with bars, to come up with flows, to come up with melodies, to come up with hooks, that it's like I do it and it's such a challenge, and then I record it, and then I fall back like from the promoting it side and the putting it out there side, you know, the performing in the music video. I almost just like, I want to get back in there and make another one, you know?
Yeah, that's interesting.
So it's part of the reason why I got a bunch of songs, but it's also another reason why I haven't pushed enough of them to what their full potential probably could be, you know what I mean?
Yep, exactly. Do you got any techniques that you be using now, or like you've improved on that from back then on what's it called, marketing and fucking promoting and shit?
You know, that's something I probably still haven't been doing the best at. You know, my tips are just really, see, I'm so like, the people that fuck with my music are so like came up with me, you know what I mean? And it's so natural, you know what I'm saying? Like I know there's better ways to do it. I know there's things you can pay for to promote your stuff more, and I'm not against any of those things. It's so natural and it's so real, the people that fuck with my music, that I just kind of always been comfortable keeping it that way. Okay. Because it's like when they tell me they like it and they listen to it, I know that's for a fact. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? They just didn't hop in my comments and listen to 30 seconds of their IG clip and say, oh, that's tight. You know what I mean? Yeah. So it's kind of, you know, but a tip I can say is really just getting yourself out there more, and don't limit who you talk to your music about. Just because this dude makes hardcore street music, or this dude makes like fun, like frat music, or this person makes like EDM. I remember when I first started, that was my problem. I was too tunnel vision, like, oh, I don't really listen to that, or I don't make music like that. It don't matter, man. Music's music, and if you could reach someone else's audience and get their audience, and they could get yours, and everybody's benefiting. You know what I mean?
That's interesting. All right. That's good. That's good little advice right there for sure. Shit. And I guess, well, what else is, you got some shit in the works? You got some shit coming?
Yeah, for sure. You know, I got a few songs I still haven't released yet. I've just been holding on to. So I got those on on deck. I got a few beats lately that I need to get on. I need to work on. I took a little break. I shouldn't say a break because I'm always coming up with rhymes and schemes and stuff. But I took a little pause from like recording and stuff since my album California Boy Rodale Accent. By the way, that's out now.
Yeah.
That took a lot of heart and time into that. So I was really focused on that for a while. And I think the only song I've recorded since then is Lone Wolf, which I just dropped not too long ago. Other than that, though, I got a couple songs around that time period that I recorded that just didn't make it on the album, but I still want to release them. So I got those coming. Yeah.
Yep. Also, I wonder how do you get a hold of that DJ Fresh beat? You just caught the leak.
So that was just me reaching out. That was just me reaching out. I just hopped in his DM, DJ Fresh too. How long, if you from the Bay or anywhere, man. I mean, we've been listening to DJ Fresh beats forever. Man. You know what I mean? All the Tonight shows, all those songs with the Jack and Jay Style and all that. You know what I mean? So I'm just like, you're listening, and you're like, man, this shit's as hard, And plus, with the California Boy Rodale Accent, I had some like funky type beats on there, funky songs, and I love rapping over that type stuff. And he's crazy with those beats. Perfect. You know what I mean? So I just got on his page. I went to his DM. I said, hey, bro, I'm serious. I wasn't just trying to approach him like for a free beat or something like that. I said, hey, I'm serious. I want to work with you. I want to buy some beats. You know what I mean? He said, okay. He said, what's your email? Boom, boom, boom. Gave him the email. He said, look, check it out. I could do a deal for you if you want to get like 3 or more beats. Other than that, they're this price for each beat. And I said, well, shit, let me get the 3 deal. You know what I mean? And then he sent me like little snippets of, I think, like 7 or 8 beats. It was hella cool how he did it. I told him my style and the theme I was going for. And he's like, okay, I got a couple of these on deck. Here's this other one I made, blah, blah, blah. And there was like 8 or 9 beats. And he said, tell me which 3 you like out of there, and we'll rock. And I told him, and he sent it to me and gave me the WAV files and all that. And it was cool. That's actually one of them on me, on California Boy Rodale Accent. That's a DJ Fresh beat. And then the song I just dropped, Dirty Clean Raps. That's a DJ Fresh beat. And then I still got one more. I haven't finished the song to.
Okay.
Yeah, so there'll be another one coming.
Yep. We'll be waiting for that shit.
Yeah. That's one thing that's another tip too for anybody coming up. I've never been afraid to reach out if I fuck with something. You know what I mean? Because what was the worst that was going to happen? He just wasn't going to respond to me. You know what I mean? It's like, if you approach someone with serious business and they're a business person, then how could they ignore that? You know what I mean? Some people might feel like they're too big for certain people or whatever. But if you're serious about it, you're not approaching someone fraudulent or like you're trying to get over on them.
Yeah.
9 times out of 10, 8 times out of 10, they'll want to work with you. Even if that's just where it ends. Here's some beats, that's it, right? They don't got to promote you or nothing, but at the end of the day, that's all I wanted was a beat, because those beats is hard. And the ability to rap over one and to go back in my mind later on or whenever and say, yeah, I rapped over a couple DJ Fresh beats and I thought that shit was hard. You know what I mean? So you got to be able to reach out and do your research and be like, okay, how can I contact this person? Oh, they didn't respond to the DM. What's their email? They got their email on their IG or a website? Boom, send them an email. Blah, blah, blah. You know what I mean? If you're really serious about something, you really want something, and you find someone's phone number, call them. Man. You know what I'm saying? Man. You got to be persistent with certain things. You know what I mean?
For sure.
You can't just take offense, or you can't be deterred by not getting the answer you want the first time.
Yep, exactly. I appreciate that advice, definitely. I know a lot of people could use that too. I know I could use that too. For sure.
Right.
That's perfect. And shit, I guess I'm out of questions really, and we're out. We just topped 15 minutes, so fuck it. Is there anything else you want to say though before we close out?
I don't know if it'll make it. It might get cut because of the time. But one thing I did want to say, just because we were talking about, giving people advice and tips, and this is just some real, people. There's 3 types of things, right? There's 3 types of people in certain aspects of your life, and that's people that is going to feed off your energy, feed you their energy, and then the small crew of people that's going to support the energy you have. You know what I'm saying? And just, any artist coming up, just be keen and be watching those things, because the people that feed off your energy, they're not really supporting you. There's something in it for them, right? And the people that are feeding you their energy, they're even more in it for themselves, trying to get what they could get out of what you're doing, right? And just real quick, just an example is like, if someone sees you all of a sudden making 5 songs every week, buying beats, reaching out to this producer, reaching out to this producer, reaching out to this studio, getting in time here, getting in time there, right? And you're doing your thing and you're working hard, they're going to want to jump in on that. They're going to want to be a part of that. And people reach out sometimes even to me and they're like, hey, let's do a song. Well, what does that actually mean? That means me go get the beat, me go get the studio time, me go put in the hours, and then leave a little slot, and you could just rap on it, right? Mm-hmm. Sometimes people ain't trying to work with you; they trying to work for themselves and get you to do the work for them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So just a little tip of advice, watch out for that, and just support the people that support the energy you have and are in it for you.
For sure. Appreciate that too. We'll definitely not take this shit for granted.
Right.
I appreciate your advice, bro. Ever since I met you too, I feel like you've always had like solid advice. That one time in that class.
Yeah, I just a lot of these things I learned on my own. You know what I mean? Yeah. And because, like I said, I didn't know nobody really directly right around me that was doing music until I met these couple of people that were into it, and then they showed me a few things, and then I had to go kind of find the pieces to it myself. You know what I mean? So anything I could help, I try to relate. Whether it works for someone or not, it's something I've experienced. So.
Yeah, most definitely. Make sure y'all go peep that new album, California Boy Rodeo Accent, right?
Yes, sir. Yeah. Yes, sir. I appreciate you taking your time to interview me, man.
Hell yeah. Tune in next time.
And you know how I do it, moving while I'm grooving, yeah, I'm moving real smoothly, You a hoe, don't be slightly embarrassed, cause all my homies into sharing and caring. Get the kitty cat preparing for the wearing and tearing. It's apparent that we staring, mouth drooling, trying to knock out your bearings, Girl, don't you get it? My name is Dominic, I'm trying to let my homies hit it.